What's up, guys? Back in today with another reaction to Gain Nakamura-kun, this time with episode 9, I think. No, episode 10, actually. Really good episode last week with the cultural festival, which we pretty much see every Japanese anime focused on high school. But nice little play to kind of end off with some nice moments there, meeting the sister, who I thought was the mum, who I then thought was Nakamura, and yeah, just a whole bunch of confusions right there. Oh, he's still got that manga in his desk. So I think I already mentioned this about my old French teacher, but she always used to go and grab the laptops, which she'd always go out of the lesson for like 15 or 20 minutes. And one day I decided to leave while she was out at that time, and I used to smoke back then as well. And yeah, I caught her having a cigarette outside of school because I went to do exactly the same thing. And she saw me, and I saw her, and I think there was just a bit of a mutual silent agreement between us. And yeah, I absolutely found her out there. We weren't an awfully good class. I think we were like one of the bottom sets for French. I hated French. I absolutely hated French. I hated every teacher. I hated the language. And yeah, I hated it. But yeah, I think there was a bit of a mutual, like, I won't tell if you don't tell type thing going on there. So what was he actually, what did he write here? Find a volume of one box of cigarettes. I didn't quite catch that, hence why I have rewinded back. With one box of cigarettes, so he's struggling there. I mean, I only recently stopped smoking, well, relatively recently stopped smoking cigarettes, maybe two or 3 years ago. And to be honest with you, I don't want to sound like bad, but I didn't find it that hard, to be honest. I mean, they make it sound like it's an awful thing, but it wasn't actually that hard for me. I think quitting drugs was a lot harder. Mm, that's not true. You're a liar. He's a Dharma Traore in right now. Any of you guys know who that is? The footballer who says he doesn't lift weights. Yeah, he's like the most jacked footballer I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, that guy's clearly hiding something. Maybe he's got a workout addiction. I did unfortunately see on Twitter the other day that some poor 25-year-old, I think he was, died. I think it was a weightlifter, and that was really sad to see. I mean, it was pretty evident he was using illegal substances, and that was what I assume was the cause of death, and that was a real shame to see. Let's hope it's nothing that bad. You can I've almost seen everything from this open at this point. Pretty much seen all the characters, I think. It does seem we're going to have a bit of a teacher episode today. A new discovery. A study session after school. A good vibe in here, doesn't it? Zombies. Best seat in the house. Just so happens to be available. So I always really used to gain a lot from just pretty much just writing down everything like my tutors would say. I never looked over it again, but just the act of writing down what they tell you helped me learn a lot. Because I think I'd always try and like paraphrase it and like sum it up in a way that would be easily digestible for me rather than writing exactly what they said. Akano Horu. Just like that. You coming, bro? You coming? Nice. Bless him. No, you ain't got much, have you? Fucking plate of 4 chips between 4 people. Gotta do some research. Gotta research those songs as well. No. Everything you listen to is my taste. Aqua pet. That's quite funny that we have an aqua pet. Smash Fighter. Why are those guys doing Chad faces? What was that? What are those facial expressions? I've never been too much of a fighting game player. I do a few like slash and hacks like DMC and such, but just a bit too much to remember. So many combinations. And I'm the type of guy that if I do pick up something, I do like to master it. So to master a fighting game like that would probably take hundreds of hours, thousands maybe, and I wouldn't be able to play it for fun. If that makes sense. Like I do it for like, wording it horribly there. Hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. I like to be as good. Like I like to get all my achievements and 100%, and like in a fighting game you can't do that. I know I'd want to be like, yeah. Maybe I get a bit like obsessive sometimes over things. I like learn initially. Like any game, like like video games, but like poker, anything like that. Sudokus, were like any kind of like, yeah, anything like that. I like to take to the extreme. I don't know. So I don't even get involved with fighting games, honestly. That'd send me to another dimension, I think. I think I mentioned earlier on the series I used to play Overwatch. I've actually started playing it again, and it's nowhere near as good as it used to be, unfortunately. But I've got myself back up to master, and I can see myself spending quite a bit of time trying to get back up to top 500 levels. I honestly, I was really crap when I started again. I've quickly, the muscle memory's still there from years and years of playing. The game sense. Me neither. Me neither. We're learning a lot about him right now, though, so this is really good. So close, man. Sure, I can imagine that not. I don't know. I'm not massive. I like coffee cake. I don't really drink coffee itself, but I can imagine that tasting alright actually. Yeah, yours is pretty dark. Yeah, he did. Detective Barry Kata. Watches with family. Sister really likes it. I think that I don't know what show they're talking about specifically. I think they just mentioned some kind of drama TV show. Music borrows from his friend. So jealous. Going to the concert soon, which I think could be a really awesome moment if we follow up on that. I think that'd be really cool to see more of. Maybe see a concert together or something. Mobile games, Smash Fighter with. Oh, there's the Chad. He even drew the Chad faces. I think it's like soy or something. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with the youth terms now. But it's like a soy jack face or something like that. Yeah. Again, I'm not too clued up on that stuff nowadays. But yeah, this has been a learning experience right here. Gathered quite a bit of information. As he said, he didn't really actually know too much about his like hobbies and interests and stuff before this, did he? That was dark, wasn't it? Bloody octopus ink. Oh no! To be honest with you, I feel like that stuff he wrote down there was like, you could remember that, right? You don't really need to write that down. Pretty simple stuff, like music, games, like yeah. As I said earlier, just the act of writing it down Probably helps you learn quite a bit. You don't really have to read it again. What was that? Yeah. So his eyes are sparkling. Ah, the flowers. How did you say that? Cyclamen? That sounds like iridosa colitis. I'm not even going to attempt to say that again. Just keep there. So I'm assuming that's why he slowed down so much. I questioned it. Like he was going so fast, and he just randomly like slowed down. Guess we know why now. A bento love story. Hey, oh, I've only just kind of put that together in English. I mean, a quite common term that people refer to gay people as, in an insulting manner, a lot of the time, is bent. Bento love story. I guess that I'm not sure if that's intentional, but yeah, that's free Ren. I don't know, not quite. He kind of looks like someone from Legend of the Galactic Heroes, which I haven't watched. I'll be the one to be in the microwave with you. Oh, I got an anime adaptation. Nice. Oh yeah, someone's happy. Now I can finally watch it. It's nice to see him so amped up for something like this, isn't it? I think that's probably why people watch my videos in a way. Like people like to see people enjoy things. They also like to see people hate things as well. Well, that's probably even more so the case with the continued rise of the internet and such. That seems like negativity spreads even further now. But as I said, I feel like people watch like my videos and videos akin to mine because they want to see someone enjoying something they really like. So it's really nice to see Nakamura so hyped for that. The sigh of relief tea. Heart pounding love lamp. God, that is some bento box there, full of love hearts. Oh, they're replaying the trailer over and over again, probably. A letter? Who she wrote a letter to? Sorry, what is that food on the left? Oh God. Yeah, Nakamura would love to get in the microwave. Dare I say, wouldn't he? Oh yeah, yeah. You better buy that. So this is an autograph. Okay. I knew they'd run into each other at some point. Now we're literally in his shoes. So I'm assuming the letter she brought is for the author, like a thanks or something for her work. It's really nice. Love bento. No, he's fine. He's fine. Can you not? He's not that. Doesn't that suspicious? I mean, give the guy a break. He's the only man here. I think you can give him some leeway, right? Like, surely you're social enough to understand the situation we're in right here. This is the only man in Cube, and he wants to hide his identity. Bless him. Like, do the guy a favor. Like, he doesn't even look that suspicious. He just looks like a normal guy, like a very normal guy, just with something over his face, and like he's clearly a little bit embarrassed. So like, pick up on the cues, guys. Like, come on. Yeah, I don't know about you. I mean, it's their job to be fair, but if I was like working security there, I'd be like, yeah, you know what? I can understand why you've done that. I shouldn't allow this, but I'll let you off because you're just a normal teenage boy that likes this manga that is clearly a little bit embarrassed. So bless him. What? Is there any rules to this? Didn't know there was a rule saying you had to show your face. There sure are people out there. God, he's already been busted. He's been busted. Oh dear. I just happened to be in the neighbourhood. I don't know what they mean by that. They meant that a few times. This awakening to new flavours. Like, it makes sense in regards to the food, but I'm not sure what that's meant to like represent their new emotions. Maybe I don't know. There's the little letter she's got. Yeah, it's really nice. Hey, why does that look like? Why does that scene look like right out of Friday the 13th game on the old school? Oh, there he is. French. Hmm. Literally a couple of sentences. This place is absolutely packed, to be fair. Oh, now you're next up. And a gift. It's a really nice author, though. I imagine it's very draining being at an event like this. I hope you do. Character. Oh, he's talking a lot now. That really would be so cool, though. I don't think I've ever met like a hero or anything. I can't say I've ever really had like a hero, but yeah, I never met like a figure like that to me. I think the closest thing a person I've met to that is a footballer called Dennis Bergkamp. I met while in the Netherlands once, and yeah, he was an incredible footballer. So that's probably the closest I've had to that. But yeah, the author seems like a really cool guy, and that's it. Okay, nice little love lunchables episode today. I'm really surprised that girl still hasn't got the hint yet. Like, how do you know all this? And like, it's not enough to confirm his sexuality, that's for sure. But it's certainly like you could. I mean, I guess you could say the same about me watching this. Like, maybe you'd assume I was gay if because I'm watching this. Some people out there would, um, but yeah, not the case. So maybe I'm too harsh in saying that about her, but there's been more than that for Nakamura, hasn't there? I've never been in the situation where a girl I've liked or loved has been a lesbian, so I guess I can't really say in that regard. But would you just stop loving someone if you knew they were gay as well? I guess that's also a hard thing to come to terms with. But yeah, as I said, the author seemed really cool. I watched a video the other day. Funny enough, I think it was Miley Cyrus of all people. And she was doing like a fan kind of signing thing, and she didn't even pay any of the people like any attention or anything. She was just chatting to her friend she had next to her the whole time. And yeah, you again, I imagine it's like draining and boring and so on, but real respect to the author for actually like paying attention to his viewers, I guess, readers. But yeah, fun episode. Nice little segment with the teachers to start with the old smoking. But even more interesting was the PE teacher and his kind of love for this for one of the teachers who was very very cute, to be fair. So that's something we might pick back up on. I hope that was nice. But yeah, got to learn a little bit more about Hirose. I'd say the only not even an issue, but I would have liked to maybe seen. I mean, I guess you can't have Hirose in everything, but like maybe Hirose could have like seen that we like love Lunchables or something. I'd like maybe what I'm trying to say is I'd like to have Hirose know about Nakamura's passions. We learned quite a bit about Hirose and his likes of like video games and music and TV earlier in the episode. I'd love to see how Hirose kind of reacts to Nakamura's love. We saw that earlier on in the season with the octopus, but that is I think a bit different. I'd like to see how Hirose reacts to the love Lunchables kind of stuff. That's why I said I would maybe like to see them at some point during the latter half. See how much because I mentioned this at the start of the episode. It was really awesome to see how much Nakamura was hyped for this anime adaptation and so on. I'd love to see Hirose react to seeing Nakamura have so much fun and be so invested and emotional and like have such powerful reactions to this stuff. I'd like to see how he kind of takes that, which we unfortunately didn't see. But I mean, I guess we got to see the girl. I forget her name, but the girl here who's always really cute. Her reaction to it, although she was not surprised whatsoever. But yeah, fantastic episode, some really cute moments in here. Really awesome author, of course, and Love Lunchables is sure is something. It would be quite an interesting premise, to be honest. Actually, like lunch lovers, like they are food, but they are people at the same time. Like really intriguing premise, isn't it? Could make for a good anime. Maybe the author of Nakamura, maybe that should be his next work, to actually like make a real adaptation of Love Lunchables. But yeah, let me know what you guys thought about this one in the comments. Leave a like on the video if you guys did enjoy, and subscribe to the channel if you want to keep up to date. And I'll catch you guys next week with episode 11.